Welcome, everybody, to the JJ and Pug Show. It is Cinco de Mayo.
Did you have Mexican food today?
No. Last night we did, though. Yeah, we had Backyard Taco.
Oh, dude, I forget about that place. It's like right here, and I know it's pretty good food. I've had it a handful of times, but
this is my first time having
ever
it.
Think about that place at all.
The thing I like about it is they have like a take-home option where you basically just say, hey, I want to take home. I'm going to make this at home. Tacos at home.
Oh, that's cool.
By the way, we are recording from the Highland Communities Podcast Studios. It is May 5th, as said before. But yeah, Backyard Taco, very good. Brought home a pound of carne asada. They give you a whole bunch of whether you want corn
Already
or flour.
cooked?
Already cooked.
So it's all good to go.
All good to go.
You just assemble at your own place.
Yeah. Oh. It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah. So we, as you guys may have noticed, Shalae's here.
Hello.
So, like last time we recorded with Shalae.
Sounds like your kid. That's so funny.
This time we are a little bit more prepared. Okay. So I've already checked all of the mics. Everything is recording correctly. We had a quick stop because I thought maybe I didn't, but even that I got it right. And that was a little 5 seconds into it. So we're good. We're good. Shalae has got something that she wants to play. And what are you calling it?
So I saw something on Instagram about a Family Feud question. And so then I had the idea, I'm going to ask these guys questions that are for men. So they were designed to ask men. And I was calling it Manly Feud After Dark.
So here is our warning to everybody that may be listening to this with their children. This may get a little bit too inappropriate for younger ears. So how about you guys just go ahead and skip. Rex, this one's not for you, buddy. Sorry. All right, Shalae, take it over.
All right, so what we're going to do is I don't remember how many questions, but instead of playing the game like Family Feud, I'm not going to have the guys try to call in or ring in or whatever first. I'm just going to ask the question. Each of them will give what their answer is, and I want their authentic answer. I don't want them to try to guess on what the poll that people...
What the number one answer in Family Feud would
what
be.
most people would say, because we're not keeping score. I just wanted to get their immediate thought, reaction, whatever. So, here we go.
All right.
Oh, boy.
First question.
I asked her earlier today, I'm like, am I going to be embarrassed to answer these in front of you? So she said maybe. I was like, great.
Here
All right,
we go.
here we go.
Hey, if you're embarrassed, it's because you're choosing to be.
That's right. Embarrassment's a choice.
All right, so first one. Be honest. You've fantasized about using your wife's what?
But using my wife's what? I'm trying to think of...
What would
Fantasize
is a weird word.
I mean, because the one thing I thought was like, I thought about using your razor, because when I'm in the shower, there's a razor there. But that's not a fantasy. What would I be fantasizing of using of yours?
I have no idea. I don't know. I guess what's the context of the word fantasy?
Yeah.
Or fantasize. That's the
Well, see, that's what's weird. When I read this question, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I would think it's something that you guys would be embarrassed to admit, not like a normal day-to-day, like razors, like what men have razors too. So what do women have that men don't that you have always wanted to use, but like you're too embarrassed to try or admit that you have tried?
Well, okay, so I mean, you and I are both on the side of get a pedicure because it feels freaking great.
Yeah,
so that's not something to be
absolutely.
embarrassed by.
No.
I'm happy she made me do it because it was awesome. That's not embarrassing.
They're the best things ever.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something. I got nothing. I can't even think of anything that I would be embarrassed to use that women have that men don't, where I'm like, hey, how come we don't have this? Can you think of anything that we should? I mean,
well, the one thing I thought of, which it was funny because it was what one of the male, their answer was, but it wasn't on the board. But this is what I thought. You ready?
Yeah.
Vibrator.
See, so that's where my mind went, but I'm like, what would I use it for?
Yeah, that was the very first thing I thought of. Then I'm like, but what
would I use it for?
I don't know where I would use it.
I think you have to be pretty comfortable with some stuff to maybe try it.
Yeah, it's not going up my butt.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
No, but
well, are you on the penis?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess when I'm thinking about a women's vibrator, I'm like that. No.
I think it doesn't even the sensation's not the same.
Well, I know. Hey, I'll admit to this. All right, a back massager feels great.
Well,
okay, I'm just saying the vibrator is not a bad thing.
No,
but I'm talking about the specific female vibrators that I've seen. I'm like, I don't know how I would use that.
I don't.
I don't know how to wear it.
Good thing that was my first question because that was not as great. All right.
What was the
we'll
number
get
one
warmed
answer?
up.
So everyone kind of went with like razor was number 3, but the first one was makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Second
I
one was
idea.
clothes.
Weird.
Right?
I can't even think of any women's. We've had this conversation a million times. Women's clothes, not comfortable, don't look comfortable. I have no idea why you'd ever want to
That
wear
question almost should have been, what of your wife's have you used that she doesn't know about?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
but do you
her
have an answer
toothbrush,
for that?
right? But that's an answer for it. I haven't used it, but that's an answer for it, right? Like,
True.
we were out of town, and she still
Right.
has no idea. But that didn't happen. But that's
When
where,
I had longer hair, I used your brush a lot without telling you until you bought me my own, and then that was great. So,
All right, this one's not super steamy either, but
Okay.
name a fruit that reminds you of a part of the human body.
eggplant.
I was gonna say banana.
That's actually the number one.
Number one, banana.
was,
There you
but
go.
eggplant is on the list as well.
Yeah,
Because of the emojis.
I know,
That's
right?
What we go
Absolutely.
to, right?
Or peaches.
Or peach,
Yeah.
because of a booty,
Yep,
right?
yep. Cherries.
Yeah.
Watermelon was on there because sometimes those are described for
Oh,
melons.
women's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Watermelon would be enormous.
I'm not opposed.
yeah, cantaloupe, coconut.
Yeah. Okay.
This one's really sad. This would almost be like an insult, but
Oh, okay.
grapes.
Grapes. Oh,
Oh, that would be rough.
that'd be really bad.
Unless you're talking about nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Even
the
then,
balls.
that's small.
yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen those big grapes that they use?
Oh yeah, there are definitely some big old green grapes. I've seen.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
the really like
Yeah.
oblong
Big-
ones.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean,
But that would
that's
still
what I'm
be
talking
weird
about.
if that's what your balls looked like.
I know. But but balls kind of are a little bit oblong. They're not straight
Absolutely.
circles.
Okay.
Testicles
So-
are definitely oval.
This is a great episode. Okay,
We already warned you guys, Rex. This one's not for you. Children, don't stop listening.
please. All right. If your wife divorced you on a Saturday night, what would you do Sunday morning?
Golf.
Oh man, I'm
I
trying to
saw
think
that
about
video.
not
That-
being like
I've
a
seen
cheater.
that one, but no. Okay, so I won't use golf, but I have seen that question, and it's
Yeah.
all it does is goes right to a bunch of guys golfing, right? Divorced me on a Saturday, but what did I do on Sunday?
I mean, I'm just trying to
Watch
think
football?
of like. Yeah, I was gonna say if I'm not just a complete depressed wreck,
Celebrate.
go to a football game.
Like, call the boys and say we're getting together, puke and rally.
The problem is, are the boys divorces too. I mean,
I know.
or am I by myself?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm going on a road
So
trip.
golf was on there. Celebrate was on there. The last one was cry.
Oh, okay.
The first one was actually sleep in.
Sleep
Oh.
in, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, whatever.
I can't.
That doesn't
sleep
sound
in.
like that's celebratory.
I'm like, what kind of a marriage is that your wife like forces you to wake up early on the weekends? I
you
don't
and I
know.
kind of like,
Yeah.
we don't officially paper, rock, scissors it when Rhea comes into the room in the morning, but we kind of
Oh,
do. It's more
yeah.
of like a,
That's everybody does this stuff. Do we do the same? Rotate.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Yeah.
but we it's like an unsaid thing between us. It's like if one of us gets up first, like the other one's like, oh, thank goodness. And just rolls back over.
Dude, we used to turn the TV. So we'd go get cereal for him, and we'd have a TV in the room. We'd turn the TV on Dora and just set them there with their bowl of no milk, just cereal, so they could
I
sit
did
there
that
and eat in
this
front
morning.
and go back
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
So funny. That feels like so long ago.
It's just this morning for us.
Yeah.
All right. Name an Olympic sport you'd watch more often if it were played in the nude.
Oh, volleyball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Volleyball's really good. That's a good pool.
Yeah, volleyball.
Track.
I mean, no.
I already watched track, though. I love track.
Just
swimming.
adds to it.
I thought about swimming because it's
Swimming.
all wet.
Yeah.
Like just that water look. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
and it's also like when you think about the other ones, there's a lot of. I mean, cause women are gonna have to explain this to me. I know as a guy, I don't wear like. I don't wear a cup.
Wrestling all day. They have women's wrestling.
Too many
too.
boners, dude. Too many boners. All right. I'm trying to think of like, because like for women, it's like doing anything in the nude would be kind of hard because you need that support, right?
Like our bras.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're doing. Yeah. Like, yeah, if there's a lot of jumping.
That's where I'm
like,
like, maybe volleyball's not the right one. But like,
I
sprinting.
still think volleyball would be awesome for that reason. but I don't, to watch,
no, I'm
absolutely.
not
Like,
just saying,
it
that'd
may
be
not be
great.
comfortable for her, but
Yeah,
That
that's
wasn't the
true.
question. You're
I
right.
guess if it is a spectator sport,
Yeah,
nothing else.
spectating? Yeah,
Yep,
volleyball's
I stand with
pretty
mine.
legit, yeah.
I stand with mine.
Yeah, volleyball was number one. There was gymnastics, swimming,
gymnastics
soccer,
would be cool.
wrestling was on there, tennis was on there, and then track was the last one.
Yeah, tennis was. Nah, no, I don't want that one.
I don't watch enough tennis.
I don't care about it. But whatever. That's also why I wouldn't come to mind. But yeah, volleyball, good.
Yeah, that's a good pull.
All right. Name something your wife might be holding while she says you have some explaining to do.
You have some explaining to do if she's holding the credit card statement.
Ooh.
Because Shalae wants no knowledge, and she doesn't want anything to do with the finances. As much as it drives me nuts, because I want her to know. Because like, if I die, you need to know where things are at. And
No, life insurance will just take over. She'll pay everything off. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's just what she thinks. It'll just happen. But I'm like, no, you need to know. But I'm like, there's some times where I'm like, you know what? If she saw this, she probably would probably be pretty upset. As I'm saying that to her right now.
That's great to know.
Hey, one thing is like I don't feel bad about it only because of the fact that like I tell you all the time, you need to know this, and you don't want to. So I'm like, hey, you know what?
Holding in her hand. I don't know, dude. I mean, there's a lot of things. Like, it depends on what I'm going for. Like what did I buy that I shouldn't have bought?
So
dude?
yeah, so
like clothing,
similar.
like some kind of clothing or like a motorcycle helmet. Like, oh yeah, hey.
See now, what you and I are going down the same road
Yeah,
of
something
something
like that.
purchased,
Something
financed.
purchased for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some things where I'm like, but I mean, they don't get hidden. Like eventually, she's going to find out about it at some point, right?
Yeah. What was the question again exactly?
So name something your wife might be holding while she says you have some explaining.
So this
to
is
do.
in a general term, not just us though, right? You're just
Correct.
talking about men answers.
Men.
Chick underwear.
Okay, if
See what I'm saying?
if it's
Yeah.
just a man answer,
Man answers.
Okay, man answers, phones.
Oh, phones.
Yeah, because if it's just man answer, I've been because the whole thing from the very beginning was I was just trying to do something as specific to me as possible,
Which is
like
fine.
my answer.
Yeah, which is
We're not
fine.
keeping
So-
points, so
So what we
whatever
could do
comes
is
to mind.
we could do both. Okay, what's my answer, and then what do I think the answer is?
Sure.
Do we want to do it like
Sure,
that?
we
or
can
just-
mess around with it. Yeah.
Okay, because I would say the number one thing that would be a phone
Or
but
women's
underwear.
underwear.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the credit card statement was number one.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Women's underwear was number two. Phone was number three.
Oh, bro, see if we can go through the fourth.
Okay.
How many answers did a five? So we've got
6.
3. Oh, 6? Never mind. Just go on.
You got 4. Oh, no, you got 3. You're
Yeah,
right.
we got 3 of them.
All right, the next one was like lipstick stained clothes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm surprised neither of you said this one, but I'm actually also glad. I'm proud of you. Porn.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a girl's phone number.
Girl's phone number.
Like, I don't know, on your Starbucks cup.
It's not my fault. I didn't
Right.
ask for it.
I was
in that
going to
case.
say, that's one of those
I
things
gave
where,
her
like,
my
listen,
name. She gave me her number. Not my fault.
I remember telling this to Shalae when I was going to college. I'm like, one of the hard things for me is I'm a naturally flirty person. I'm not flirting. I'm just very friendly and very nice, and I like to talk to people. And I remember telling her, I'm like, there's going to be some times I know I'm going to give off the wrong impression to some girl. And it happened.
I was voted class flirt.
So you know.
I'm exact
And
same
it
way.
happened. Wait, please
Just my-
tell your
Oh,
story.
Don't
no,
you worry
wait.
about
No,
it.
no, we
No,
are.
that's what this night is about, Wiz. Tell all.
Okay. Well, okay. So it happened.
What happened?
When?
Meaning that this was, probably, it was at Chandler Gilbert. So I went to Chandler Gilbert and then I did NAU's satellite campus. So that's where I never actually went to Flagstaff. I've had to say that like 6 times this weekend because I was in Flagstaff. I don't know why. It just keeps coming up. I like it. It's nice. Yeah. And the weather's nice.
It's just different because everybody goes to Flagstaff from here, but I grew up in the White Mountains.
Yep,
So it's
no,
just,
I totally get
it's
it.
different. It's just a whole different, like.
Different mountain
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I'm like, no.
100% understand because I grew up going to the White Mountains. That's where we would go camping.
Yeah.
We never went to Flagstaff.
Yeah, and like people go, we're going to go Flagstaff. I'm like, why? Everybody goes up to 17. That means everybody's got to come home to 17.
That is true. But anyway, all right. So I was just being me, just being friendly, right? And we had a group project, and there was a girl in the group project that we were doing. Like when I always do group projects, I always like to do movies because I feel like it's a lot easier. It's less work, less writing, and generally people like to watch them more than they like to watch a PowerPoint, right?
Yes.
So anyway, group project. We're doing the movies, and during the movie, girl asked me if she could come over and help edit, and I was like, no. And she's like, well, I think it would be really, good for me to have a part of it. And I was like, no, I'm married. And she's like, oh, you're married? I was like, yeah, I'm married. I have kids. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I thought you were, a single guy. I'm like, no. Which is weird to me
Because you're in college, maybe?
yeah, I guess. But I was like an older guy in college. Like I was probably 10 years older than this girl. I don't know if she knew that.
She has daddy issues.
Yeah, maybe she just had a thing for the older guy. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
But
yeah,
you didn't. I mean, that was probably the only time that I got to that point. There were many other times where I just was super awkward and didn't know how to talk to him because I didn't want that to happen. But more often than not, I came across as the wrong guy.
Yeah, just being flirty. The problem is if you're nice to somebody, it comes off as flirty. You
Yep.
can't just be nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although I'll admit, I'll straight up use my flirting if I want to get something for free.
100%. Dude.
You're stupid if you don't.
So
Okay?
I can't do it.
I was at work and I was in front of, I was behind somebody I work with, and it was a female, right? And so she ordered got her stuff paid for whatever.
Yeah.
And I went up there and paid it, and I got a drink for free. And she looks at me, she goes, "Wow, must be nice to have a dick." And I was like, "You
Was it a
girls
female
give, yeah, it was a
working
female working."
okay.
She goes, I said, "Yeah, but you girls give free stuff all the time for your boobs and stuff. So you know what? I'll take the win. If it's just a free large Diet Coke, I'm in. I don't care. Dude,
Right?
It's fine."
There's nothing to be ashamed
Yeah,
of,
it was
dude.
so funny. I was like, "Yeah,
That's the first time that's
it's
ever
nice.
anyone's ever said that. Must be nice.
That's yeah, exactly."
In
I'm
our
like,
lifetimes, it's
yeah.
always been, man, you're the worst.
Yeah, see, I took that. I'm like, I'll take that W. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get the next one here.
All right. Name a wild animal that reminds you of some wild women.
Wild animal. Well, I mean, the very first thing that came to me was a horse. I don't know why.
A horse?
Yeah, like I was just thinking of like a wild Mustang, which is probably the wrong term because a Mustang's a male horse typically. But like, you know, like a wild, majestic horse. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
I thought of a cheetah, and there's a reason.
Because they cheetahs.
No, because
Okay.
of Road Trip, when he pulls out her underwear. He's like, "What the hell is that? Did you kill a cheetah?" He's like, "No, man, it's her underwear."
I totally forgot about that.
I love that movie,
You've
dude.
ever seen the movie Happy Babe?
Oh my gosh. Now that you're an older adult, it's probably something you should watch. As
Okay.
a kid, we definitely shouldn't have watched it.
But we definitely did.
But we definitely
That's
over
all right.
and over.
I
and
watched Dirty Dancing
As a
from
child.
like
This is-
little.
I would say this is considerably worse than Dirty Dancing.
Probably, but I'm just
But dude,
trying
But
to
that's
fit
where
it.
my mind went with the cheetah.
It's on there.
Yeah. Oh, cheetah's on there.
Yep.
What about a cat, a feline?
More specific, please.
A
Lion.
a
Oh,
pussycat. I'm sorry.
you guys can't see Shalae's face, dude, but it was awesome.
You asked for
Are you
my
making a
honest
note
answer. I'm
to
making
get
a note.
that
Yes.
Why are you taking that out? Absolutely.
No, I'm not
do
taking
that.
them out. I just sometimes
To
you got to
bleep
put a
it?
little bit of a little bleep in there.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, okay.
We all know what was said. No, we all know what was
But
said.
that other people will now want to know. Like a specific type of feline
Lion?
that's on there.
Panther?
Close.
A cougar.
Sex
Cougar.
panther. Oh,
Sex
cougar
panther.
for sure.
Yes, a cougar.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, there we go.
And
Excellent.
tiger. And snake was on there.
Oh, okay. So it's funny how many things were just cat type things,
Right.
and then a snake.
Yeah. Snake.
That's true because it was cougar, tiger, cheetah, lion, snake.
One of these things is not like the
Okay,
other.
listen, if I was ever with a girl that reminded me of a snake, I would be out. bro.
Why? Yeah.
No way in
What
hell.
is the
No.
appeal? Well, wait. According to Eric, as long as she puts out, you'll put up with a lot.
I mean, that's as accurate, but the snake thing, like, I'm terrified with snakes. We need to talk about how that
Okay.
came up, but I agree. I like,
My-
I like that he's not wrong.
No.
You'd be surprised.
No, I know I'm not wrong.
No.
In fact, I was just
Men are
having
terrible.
I was just having this conversation with a guy who recently is divorced, whose wife. I remember telling him, I said, "Listen, dude, when you got engaged, my wife came to me and said that's the wrong girl. She is bad news, and she didn't say anything to you, but she should have. She wasn't going to because she's like, no, it's his life. I'm not going to tell him how to live his life." They get divorced later on, and I remember telling him, so I told her the reason why he went through with it is because a dude will put up with just about anything as long as she's putting out. And he laughed. He's like, "It's true. It's true." And I know I'm right about that. A guy will put up with just about any amount of drama and crap as long as the girl he's with is putting out. Because guess where our brain is?
In our pants.
It is in our pants.
It's terrible. But see the control women have, like they really knew, like if they would stop undercutting each other, they could take over the world.
Absolutely.
But instead, you guys just don't focus your energy in the right places.
I know. We're too busy competing with one another
Yeah.
instead of getting our free stuff.
And our problem is biologically we can't get our minds put in the right spot.
No, we are always thinking terribly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is funny. I actually was going to ask. I asked Shalae this question last night because I get these memes sent to me all the time by just random algorithm or by friends or whatever group chat we might be in. And that is of insert any person that's got like this odd face, like, oh, like amazing or something like that. And the caption will always read, "My husband's face, the 2,698th time he's seen my boobs."
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, and I asked Shalae, I'm like, "Is that surprising to you? Like, are you still surprised?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I don't know why. I tell you all the time. It's awesome
I
every
sent
time."
you the meme of the two minions when the top falls off the minion and he just reaches over and grabs their boobs.
Yeah, this is the one that I saw.
200. Yeah, that's wow, exactly.
Yeah.
Or when she gets out of the shower.
Yes.
There's all of them.
All of
We're like, yep.
Yeah.
So yes, my answer was yes. It does always surprise me that it's like Eric's looking at me for the first time, like he's never seen it before, and I'm like, it's
just because it's awesome every time.
We can't
and
help
I'm
it.
glad. Like, don't get me wrong, that makes me feel good about myself. But like, it's just funny that that's how. Because if it were the opposite, like every time I see Eric, I'm like, yeah, that's Eric. Like, but but hey, let me just point out, it's not that it's Eric; it's that men genitalia is not attractive.
No, well, I agree. Like that's why, like I could never be gay, and it's got nothing to do with the fact that it's another guy. It's because I just don't
They're
find
not
the
pretty
male
to
body
look
to look
at.
at. Like, because men are visual. Like I can't. I'm like, how do you find another man attractive? I just.
No.
I mean,
Here's the thing: is I can see how another man can be attractive.
Yes,
I cannot.
There
be
are good-looking guys.
attracted.
I can't be attracted to a dude. I just when you. I'm like, no, like I don't want what I have. Like,
Right? That's true.
Now I understand why women like women, right? Because a
Because
woman's body is.
It's art.
Oh my gosh, isn't it? I mean, you could like. Don't they make like paintings out of women? They paint their bodies. They just lay on like a canvas.
Yes,
they
it's
don't
just
do that
the
for
silhouette
men. You know what I'm
even.
saying? Like men don't have a silhouette like on there. You know what I mean? They don't do that. There's a
That's true.
reason.
You don't see those on like the mud flaps of trucks. You
No.
see the
You
hot
see the
women,
exactly.
silhouettes, but
And you know
not
what? Maybe we need them on the back of trucks because
a
No,
nice
we
beer
don't.
belly,
You know,
fat
dad
guy.
bod just hanging
yeah,
out there.
silhouette.
100% don't need this. In fact, one of the jokes that I saw, this was like an artist, like old school comics, like we used to see back in the newspaper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of them was this picture of Michelangelo on his back at the top of the Sistine Chapel, coloring, right? Or drawing, I should say, just as he's about to get ready to paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling. And in his thought bubble, it says, yeah, I'll totally paint your ceiling. Just going to do a bunch of dicks up here. It's just like, yeah, he did that. It's totally true. Anyway, babe, sorry, I totally derailed you there.
Oh, you're fine. All right. So name a movie actress whose looks are her greatest asset.
Oh, I could think of a million. The very first one that came to my mind was Scarlett Johansson.
Dude, mine too.
Oh.
It's exactly where. It's
Bones.
exactly what mine went to. I was like, all right,
She's
Zip
number
Scarlett
4.
Johansson.
Good job.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's where I was gonna
that
go.
was the number one person, and that doesn't say she's not a good actress. Don't misconstrue my words, ScarJo. You're a great actress. Jojo Rabbit, everybody go see it. It's fantastic.
Okay.
But she was, dude, Iron Man 2. Oh,
Black Widow, bro.
yeah.
Just,
Oh crap.
It's the outfit. It's the red hair for her. It works.
It's the fact that she can actually destroy people.
Yeah,
Like,
and she looks good as a blonde too. Like she's in that movie. What's the movie where they're cloning all the people?
oh, the
Island.
island.
The Island.
Dude, me
Yeah,
and Shalae love The
That's
Island.
a great movie.
Because
yeah.
we got ScarJo for his, and then
Whatever.
Ewan McGregor for my eye candy.
Oh yeah, it's a win-win.
Totally.
Way to go, Michael Bay. Way to put those two together.
Yes.
Fantastic,
Dude.
All right, so first one was that one. I'm trying to think of another one that
So
was.
this
like,
mean like they're terrible actresses or whatever, but their
No,
looks
because
alone.
that's what's dumb is because some of the girls on this list, I'm like, she's a phenomenal actress, but
Okay.
I
Dude,
guess
I'm like
she's
Jennifer
known
Aniston,
for her
Sandra
looks.
Bullock, like known for their looks. J-Lo is not an actor, but she's known for her looks.
yeah, I was gonna say one that
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Theron.
She's so beautiful. One of the ones that I can't stand this
Gabrielle
person.
Union.
And I wish this person was banished from all social media and everything. And it is Kim Kardashian. She has no talents. No talents to
And
speak
her
of.
looks aren't even her own. They're all
The most manufactured
surgically
body.
made.
Yes. It is insanity to me that she has the grip on our nation that she does, giving nothing to it. But that's the person I also thought of. Because if she's in something, she technically is an actress, and she is the worst.
yeah.
But anyway.
So some of the other ones, and I'm curious how old this question is because Angelina Jolie was on here.
No, I don't
Mr.
agree
and
with
Mrs.
that.
Smith.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that she's not good looking, but I wouldn't. I've never been a fan
It's
of hers.
that's kind of like everyone's different taste, but maybe that's what this answer was, is like almost like a popularity contest and not even about their looks. Because Julia Roberts is on here, which I'm like,
She's a great actress.
Pretty Woman.
yeah.
Erin
Halle
Brockovich.
Berry, the Flintstones.
Yes, now Halle Berry, that's a good one. Not to say that,
Swordfish.
I haven't seen that.
not to say that she's not a good actress, but she, yeah. Well, why
Swordfish.
would she have seen Swordfish?
I don't know.
Mm.
Well, the only reason I remember Halle Berry is because you see her boobs in it.
No, there you go. I was gonna say, what is it, Monsters Ball?
Oh,
That's the one she won.
bro, we used
Best
to watch
Actress
that.
for?
Yeah, we used to watch that movie as kids. That was
VHS tape
just
got a little
the
bit worn out in this
just
one
that
spot.
like, bro. Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Megan Fox is on here.
Oh yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
listen, I
yes.
can-
yes.
Pre-surgery, I would say, like
Yeah.
Transformers
Oh,
1.
Transformers.
It was
Megan Fox?
great. Yeah, bro. But she's got toe thumbs.
Oh, I've never even noticed that.
Yeah, somebody ruined it for me, so I'm going to ruin it for you.
It's only fair.
Literally, bro, her thumbs look like big toes. Like they're
for
cut
real?
off weird. Never have what I've ever looked. One guy pointed it out. Every time she touches her mouth and stuff, you see she's got like a big toe for a thumb.
Oh
Dude.
crap! Now we gotta watch it.
I gotta go look it up.
I was just
Google
watching
it.
it yesterday. The second one was on, and she's calling to break up with him, and I'm like, dude, she is so hot straddling that motorcycle. It's crazy.
Oh.
Another moment in which Michael Bay just did it right for the boys.
Yeah, right.
Or was it for himself?
Or when she's in
Probably
the
was more
first
for
one, when
himself.
she's reaching into the engine and she's looking. Oh, dude.
the
knew what he was
steam's
doing.
coming up
Yeah.
off the engine.
100% knew what he was doing.
All right, next one. What part of your wife's body looks better with clothes on?
This is so messed up.
Yeah, that's one of those moments where have you ever seen the Family Feud dude when they say like which
They just don't talk.
Yeah, they just sit there and stare at each other.
Yeah.
And I
their
love the
wife's
one
standing
dude-
behind them.
I love the one who just goes, nope.
Not happening, bro.
Just
Not
gives him the
happening.
no look. I'm trying to think of like
So I'll think let's talk general.
Yeah, I
generally
won't make
here.
you say what
Personally.
Yeah, because I don't want to know what Eric's got to say about
well,
that.
I would say butts because everyone's got them, and typically seeing the cracks not the greatest thing in the world.
Legs, maybe, because like legs are like in yoga pants. Legs look better because you can't see any kind of imperfection they may have.
I guess for me it's like I really like women's legs.
Some guys are leg guys, right?
Yeah,
some
yeah,
guys
yeah.
aren't, but maybe they look better in yoga pants.
Yeah,
in clothes.
I'll stick with what
Butts
I said.
look great in yoga pants. I mean, they definitely. Mm-hmm. There are some women that probably shouldn't wear yoga pants, but then they put you, and you're like, okay, well, you know what? I mean, I'm not.
All right, now
okay,
I see.
I'm not terribly upset.
I'm just gonna stick with that because boobs, whatever.
They're not better. Clothes on.
No,
that is
they're
wrong.
All right, let's see. Tell me something a man might do.
Oh, were there no answers? What were the answers?
Oh, does it matter?
Yeah, I kind of want to know.
So number 1 was fat butt.
Okay, so
Like
if
if
I
it
could
was-
have been more descriptive of that, for sure.
Number 2 is large feet.
Okay.
Dude, I have a buddy.
Shoes don't make 'em
I'll
look
tell you
smaller.
right now. I have a buddy that's like the first thing he looks at on a girl
Is
is
the
her
feet?
feet. Like he doesn't.
Interesting.
Like he is. Her feet look like talons. It's over, bro. Like it doesn't matter how pretty she is. If she's got sandals on, you can see him because
Yeah.
I know him well enough. He's talking to her and he's looking at her feet.
Oh
dude.
my God.
And he is judging her right there, dude. Like
That's
it
funny.
does not matter.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
He's always doing it. Well, there's that. Well, never mind. We won't talk about that. There's a saying that's covered with feet that he told me about, and you can blurb it out if you want. But it's if you take care of your feet. If you take care of your feet, you take care of your. So, so he's got a theory with like fat chicks that they smell good. There's a thing like if you're a thick girl and you smell good, you get hot. Like you're hotter because you smell good.
You have good hygiene at least.
Yeah, like you smell good. You're trying to look good, whatever. But yeah, anyway, yeah, he was like, he's got his own theories. I'm like, well, you're not wrong, dude. I can't be mad.
Small boobs, muffin top, and then legs and arms.
Well, the problem
like
with
if you have
muffin
like
top
bat
is-
wings.
Yeah, so the problem with the muffin top is you put clothes on, it accentuates the muffin top.
That's true too. Well, it depends on the body.
Yeah, anyway. All right, next one.
All right. I'm going to skip this one because it's lame. What would you do if your wife's New Year's resolution was to not have sex with you for a year?
I would die.
Divorce
That's
her.
it. That's
It's
it.
over.
100%, babe. You know how important that is to me. No
Divorce?
chance.
Well, is that got to be number
Yeah,
one?
it's
Yeah.
number 2.
Number
Number
two?
one?
Number 1 is get angry / complain.
Oh, come on, that's lame. Everybody's gonna be that's every guy every week. Like I mean, that's the way we are every single
yeah,
week.
no.
If you're staring down the barrel of 365 days of abstinence,
Absolutely
no chance.
not.
That's not happening.
You're asking me to cheat on you by saying
Yes!
That's
You're
number 3.
asking- you're asking me to do that.
Yeah, you are 100%. You are sabotaging your marriage.
If you don't want sex for 365 days, that's cool. I'm going to go get it. Because I didn't make that resolution.
yeah, look at that. Like I said, you are literally sabotaging your marriage.
Yeah.
You are asking for a way for it to end. No way.
See
no
ya.
chance.
Gone.
Yeah. Number 3 is cheat. Number 4 is masturbate. 5 is celebrate. And 6.
Celebrate.
Hey, maybe you're not happy in your marriage. We don't know.
maybe
If you're
gay.
celebrating no sex in your marriage, you should not be married to that
I
person.
said you might be gay.
Or you could be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last one is negotiate.
Okay. If that was
Listen,
an
let's
option.
negotiate. I'll let you get away with maybe like
1 day off.
1 day off a week. Yeah. Maybe 52 days. That's 1 day a week. We won't have sex.
That's
Yeah.
off the table.
Yeah, it's off the table. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, next one.
All right. Fill in the blank. In the bedroom, my superhero name would be Blank Man.
Blank man.
So fill in the blank.
Blank Man itself is pretty solid.
Oh man.
Oh, nice. Nice. I was trying to think of something that would work. I am.
Say it.
I'm not going to put man at the end. I'm going to say venom. Do you know why?
No, because of the
Massive tongue.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
I mean, okay, look at Shalae, she's dying. I mean, that's fair.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm just saying, when I think about the things that I'm good at.
I'm average man.
Average man. No.
All right. Well, there you go. My guy was
were
more
they?
of like the
Yeah.
anti-hero.
They did like actual heroes.
Should I
So
bleep
Iron
this
Man,
Oh.
Superman.
Oh, that one's a cop.
This
No,
one's
I
good.
was waiting for the
Minuteman.
I was waiting for the Flash. Yeah.
And then Macho Man.
Oh,
And then Batman, Spider-Man.
well, I don't know what that was all about, but anyway.
I think they should have just said, what superhero would you call yourself in bed? Then we would have went those routes. I was going to make up a word.
No, I liked your guys' answers
I
way
like
better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah, way better. All right, name a furry animal it feels like you're sleeping with when your wife doesn't shave her legs.
Okay, so this is, I'll speak generally because
Yes.
my problem is I don't
You're
not
not sensitive to it.
No, but like I don't like to be touched. I'm hot. I'm hot all the time. And my wife, when we first got married, women like to cuddle, and I'm like, that's cool. I'll give you about 3 minutes. And like I literally start sweating. And like now she's
Says the
like,
minute
she
man.
knows. She's yeah, right. She literally is like, dude, it's like no. I'm like, you're hot, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. Like I don't want to be
sweating.
So I don't even. So I don't know. So maybe generally like porcupine.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Like literally the exact opposite of Shalae and I. I am the cuddler, but I, too, like you, cannot do it for very long. But
And he's a
love it.
fidgeter. Like I'll like be laying my head on his arm, and he's constantly moving his arm, and so my head's bobbing, and I'm like, okay, this is not relaxing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Or you have a head full, your face, you're spooning, and
Yeah.
the hair.
They're all over
And
my
you're
face.
just like,
Suffocating.
Oh yeah, no, dude. That's,
you're like, okay, it's not tickling me now. It's tickling. No.
I'm trying to think of anything that I could describe that would actually be an accurate description because I don't know the texture of many animals' hair. Like,
I thought porcupine.
well, I mean, I would imagine that's a lot sharper than not shaved legs, but
Horsehair on there? Because horsehair is real coarse. Like it's
No,
kinda,
it is not.
I'm trying to think of something that's like what are the name of those? Is it a Sholo dog? Those Mexican dogs that don't have hair, but they have a little bit of hair.
No, I don't know.
Oh, the one on How to Lose a Guy in
Coco. Oh yeah, and
10
How to Lose a Guy in
Days?
10 Yeah, where they don't have a lot of hair, but they have
Chinese
some hair.
crested or something is what she calls
Yeah,
it.
but anyway, where it's like
Crawl
there's not a
the
lot of
Warrior
hair, but
King.
there's
Yes.
definitely Crawl the
Can
Warrior
the
King.
Warrior King come out to play?
I like that movie a lot. I'm a big fan of Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
I like that dude. Anyway, all right, what we got?
So they went like literal almost with like what kind of an animal would you feel like you're sleeping next to? So porcupine was number one, but then they said dog, bear, beaver, sheep, and hedgehog.
Of course, beavers.
What man?
I mean, what beaver? Like, even that, you have to like know what that feels like to say that answer.
I think they said the beaver because
of
beavers
beaver.
eat wood.
Dun-dun-dun.
Imagine
Can
that,
you
that
add
sound
that
on
in
here.
there?
All right. So yeah, porcupine because it eats wood.
Yes. No, beaver.
Oh,
You
what did I
messed
say?
that up.
Porcupine.
Dang
All right,
it.
a beaver because beavers eat wood. Okay. I don't know. It took like 6
It's
attempts.
fine.
All right. In one word, describe your wife's personality using weather conditions.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
One word.
Sorry. One word.
I was trying to think of something that. One word?
Overcast.
See, I don't want. I was thinking overcast, but I'm like partly cloudy is what I was going to say. That's not
It's 2
one
words.
word. I know.
see?
So what is the
Overcast.
word for partly cloudy?
Overcast is like it's shaded enough to where you're like, oh, it's going to be a good day, but,
But
then it still
overcast is like-
burns you.
But
You
yeah,
know
but
what I'm talking
overcast.
about?
It's unpredictable.
Yeah, unpredictable.
Because I'm thinking like partly cloudy is like sometimes that cloud gets in front of the sun and gets a little bit shady around here, but other times the sun's out. It's great. There's no problems. So what's the word for that?
Cloudy. Really?
We'll say cloudy.
Cloudy would be it.
Yeah, sure.
Enough.
Cloudy. What do we got? Obviously,
Stormy. How about
gonna,
Stormy?
Yeah, someone's going to say
That's
hurricane.
on there.
Yeah. What about tornado? Tornado's going to be on there.
That's not a weather
No,
condition.
yeah, that's not a condition. That's
It'd be like rain.
yeah,
snow.
rainy, cold, sunny, stormy, warm, hot, and cloudy.
A tornado is definitely a weather condition. I don't know why that would not be on there.
It'd be windy. Would be the condition.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, well. Okay, well, I
So
stick
which
with mine.
personality are we talking about, though? Nah, see.
Nice.
Women are like cats, but with personalities.
For sure, dude. Why would I be seeing anybody else? You got enough personalities to keep me busy for the whole week.
Isn't the 10 things I hate about you,
Yeah,
too?
it's a
No, it's
movie.
how to lose a guy. In
Yeah,
10
it's how to
minutes.
lose a guy.
What
Oh,
was the
yeah, it
10
is.
things I hate about
Yeah,
you?
he's,
Yeah, how to lose a
he's
guy.
in therapy. Yeah.
This freaking tens, man. All the tens.
Therapy. Name something that your ex-girlfriend was better at than your wife.
Oh, she definitely threw this in here
yes,
because
she
she's
did.
here. I've already said this one. She knows this, so I'm going to use it, and it's not something that would come as a shock to her. I had an ex-girlfriend that was very good about acting like everything was great. And I mean that in almost every instance. Meaning, like, it was hard to ever know whether or not things were bad, if we were making out, whether or not things were going well, whether or not we were fighting.
She was just faking it the whole time.
I feel like it was. Now, that may be untrue, but that's how I felt about it. The thing I appreciate about Shalae, I can always know her feelings. Her feelings are on her sleeve, whether she wants to hide them or not. Other girl, I never knew.
And you liked that about her?
No,
She did
she's
that better?
at than you. Doesn't
Better
mean that
at
was
hiding
good.
her feelings.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. Will you want me to say something that she was better at that I liked?
Just better at than your wife.
Okay, because I will say I did like the fact that I didn't know whether or not I was doing a bad job when we were making out. I liked that. That was kind of nice.
What are you trying to say, Eric?
I'm just saying. That's pretty nice to feel like I'm always on top and doing a great job. Like,
You saying I do
You
the
need
opposite?
to give him more attaboys.
Apparently,
I
I'm
don't
not-
know, like,
no,
Praising
this
enough.
is- I've said this a million times. Your feelings are right there on the sleeve. I know whether or not I'm doing a good job.
you done messed up, Ron. You know. Right? You know.
I mean, I know whether or not she's enjoying it. Like, it's obvious. And you know what? That's also a good thing because I kind of change up my, tactics. But yeah, I will say it was really nice to not ever think I had to change my tactics up. I'm just saying it.
I thought you were going to say what she was better at was being touchy-feely.
Oh, yeah, I did like that. I do. I really miss
You're a
that.
cuddler. We talked about that.
100%. But not just that, but like, hand
I don't know, but it makes sense when you
Yeah.
say touchy. You're a cuddler.
She was just clinged to him.
I will say that
touched
was-
him all the time.
every girlfriend I had before Shalae was that way. So
But
when
I won.
she did,
you can
I
call it
picked
that.
her.
He won.
Yeah, I definitely won.
Eric
He
won.
won.
I love how she claimed she won, so I'm sticking with that. She won. What do you got, Jason? You
Dude,
answer the question.
So, my wife and we started dating in high school. So I don't have a lot of like girlfriends. I mean, I had friends that we hung out, if you will, but I don't really have like a bunch of like girlfriend stories.
Right.
I got married at 19. Like,
Yeah.
don't really have a ton of like. There's not really
Yeah.
much. Like I did. I mean, I had fun in high school. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like they were girlfriends. Like,
Right.
so it's really hard for me to like put. I can tell you some guesses, I'm sure, on there, and they're probably
for
all
that.
sexual.
Yeah. Well, no, actually only one.
Only one.
Only one, huh?
My first thought was in a general thing because we're men and we are blowjobs.
That was what the first on the clip I saw. That's what the guy said, and everyone started laughing, and they're like, "Oh." And then he looks back at his wife, and he was like, "Sorry."
Is cooking on there one of them?
Yes.
Cooking, I'm going to say cleaning, probably something to that
Yep.
effect.
So, but the way they worded the first one was romancing the bone.
Oh,
yes.
very nice.
Very nice.
So that could honestly mean just about anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything sexual.
All right, well, then I stand by what I said.
All right.
Cooking, see, that's like, yeah,
I don't care about that. I don't think I ever had. I mean, I'm sure past girlfriends cooked for me. I remember one very specifically, and it was because she was vegetarian and she wanted me to try a vegetarian meal. It was fine. Didn't convert me to anything other than to say,
yeah, because you like vegetables.
yeah, I mean, I don't mind
But
them.
you don't need to not eat meat because you like vegetables.
And it was one meal. So I'm like, yeah, I can do one meal.
I can do a bean burger once to
Yeah.
know I'll never do it again.
But I mean, outside of that, I can't think of any other like meals
Carl, that's all he gets every time we get a burger. Every time we go somewhere.
He gets a black bean burger?
It's a black bean burger.
Oh, really?
Every
I had
time.
no idea.
Oh, yeah. He's been doing it for a while.
Is that because he just likes the black bean burger taste?
I think it started with him. They remember when they went and they were vegetarian for like 6 months. And
yes.
They started the pescatarian
I
thing.
actually had no idea they did that.
So, yeah, Kara got into this whole like thing.
She wanted to
like,
just see if she could do it.
Yeah, it was just like to see if she could try it. And then I don't know if Carl, because Carl's the same guy that'll eat 6 of those tornadoes from Circle K. So it's not like it's a vegetarian thing or whatever, but it's like, I don't know what it is, but we will go to Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers, and he's like, and can I get that on a black bean burger? I'm like, bro, I'm going to smack you. Like,
hey, he'll be here tonight. We'll ask him why.
Ah,
Is there more protein in a black bean burger then?
maybe.
I don't know. I'd have to look because I don't know how much is in so you figure a burger's 8 ounces. I can tell you based on a meal plan I have right now for the coach I'm using, what 7 ounces would give me about 32 grams of protein. So I don't know what a 8-ounce burger of black bean would be. It could. I just don't know how much is in beans to begin with. Like in the amount it would take for that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna check
generally.
it out here.
Yeah.
All right. So that doesn't give me the answer. It just says 162 calories. Blah blah blah. If true, this ain't so bad. 16 grams of protein in a black.
So
bean
it's
burger.
essentially half the amount of protein that you would get in a meat burger.
Yeah, but honestly,
So if you're counting calories, maybe that's why.
yeah, which we know Carl ain't doing that.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Anyway, all right. Well, we'll go down that road when Carl gets here. We'll ask him exactly why.
Yeah.
All right, babe. Next one.
All right. If you were blindfolded, you could still identify your wife by feeling her what?
Boobs. Number one.
You could identify me by my boobs.
Yes, I can identify you by your boobs.
Really?
I mean, I'd like
Listen,
to. I'd like to try.
Yeah, I would like to have a group of them together just to make sure. Because I'm pretty
I'm not
confident
giving
I
Eric
can.
permission to fill up
Hey, just
a
saying,
line of women.
I have a great way we could use a scientific method to know whether or not this is true. All right?
It's for science, Shalae.
In
It's
the
a
name of
blindfolded
science.
lineup. All right.
Yeah.
But what else? What would you think I would have said about you?
Probably my legs or butt.
No. No.
No.
Not even close.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not to say that I don't love your legs and butt. We know that I do. But yeah, if I'm put up blindfolded and I gotta figure it out, that's my answer.
Yeah, I think that's the safest bet. I'm trying to think of how else. I'm sitting there
Because if I was a blind person, I would have said face because that's how they see quote unquote see people,
They
right?
try
By touching
to-
their
yeah.
face. Well, if I did that, I'm like, honestly, I would have no idea what I was touching. Like, yeah, eyes, nose, mouth, ears. Like, that's it. I don't know.
I was thinking
maybe
hair,
like head shape.
Because Jana's got really curly hair. She
Mm-hmm.
hasn't straightened it. So if she didn't straighten it, I would at least be able to narrow it down
Right?
to know, hey,
There you
okay.
go.
I could get there with hair maybe, but
I'm just gonna say boobs got to be number one.
No.
Oh, it's not.
Lips.
Oh, no way. I mean, maybe if I'm
Okay.
kissing, like if I got to kiss and if I got to touch it with
I think I could figure out if you had a lineup of people and you had to kiss everybody.
yeah,
I think
you could
definitely
probably figure
find
that out. Yeah,
I definitely could.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go
Because
with that.
she's gonna know how I like to kiss, so she's gonna. I
Yeah.
hope she'd give me the points for that, and not try to lick the side of my cheek or something
yeah.
weird.
To throw you off.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. That tracks.
Yeah.
All right,
But boobs were number 2.
yeah. Okay.
Butts 3. Hair is 4.
Okay.
Hands and feet, which I'm like,
Nope.
that
I
seems
could
a little.
use-
Actually, you
smell.
know what?
Yeah?
I think I could do it by your hands.
I actually thought I was thinking about hands, but
Yeah.
then you're like, hands are I don't know, like
Maybe by the wedding ring.
No, not just that, but like when you and I hold hands, like I think
The
I
way
could
it
figure it
feels.
out. Yeah. I think that one actually one that might work.
you'd be like, this one's it, and you'd open your eyes and it's a man.
Oh yeah. And my wife down the road would be like, "What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You think I got
He's
man
got
hands?"
really nice hands.
Exactly. You should come feel this guy's hands. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's not you. Just come in.
All right.
Okay, we'll just go to the last question. Name something your dog can give your wife lessons in.
Cuddling.
Oh.
Dundee is a great cuddler.
Being happy when you come home.
Oh, there you go.
That's on
that
there.
number
It's
one?
called greeting me.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No, that's actually the last one.
What was number one?
Obey.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I would've said
follow
that-
instruction with a snap of a finger.
Dundee is pretty good at that. Notice how I'm not talking about Rue. We have 2 dogs. One is my dog. The other is Shalae's dog.
I have the same one, dude. My boxer listens to everything. Rookie? No, she's a bitch, dude. Like, she don't care. Like, she don't care.
And all
She's
the
like,
sense.
You know,
but she loves me though, so that's the hard part.
I thought about maybe I mark that part down to I'm like, no, actually
In
correct.
the context, that's exactly what it is.
Grammatically correct use of it, so no need to bleep that.
Dude, she's just a chump, man. She'd look at you like, yeah, okay. Just keep doing what she's doing.
What else we got?
Loyal was number 2. Playful and fun is 3. I'm kind of surprised no one said this one. Licking.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I will say this.
I thought about peanut butters where my mom licking like peanut butter. I'm like, you give a dog peanut butter and it's over.
I would have said that if licking sounded appealing to me, but it really does not sound that appealing.
No.
No.
You don't want your wife licking you?
No, it doesn't sound great. Doesn't sound great.
Good, because I don't want.
Face sideways and just starts
Just
licking the side of your face.
What? I feel like that's isn't that Ace Ventura? Isn't that when he's having
when he's dreaming?
Yeah, he's having a dream,
and
right?
It's the dog. He wakes up.
He's about to make out with her,
right.
and all of a sudden she turns his head to the side and starts licking the crap out of his face. He's like, what's going on here?
It's Liar Liar.
Is it Liar
No,
Liar?
I'm sorry. It's The Mask because it's Milo when he thinks it's Cameron Diaz that's licking his face at the club when he's there.
Yeah. One thing we all knew is
definitely Jim
Carrey.
Yeah, it's definitely Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah. Vintage Jim Carrey is unbeatable.
Dude, think about the
so
run
good.
he had in the 90s. Dude, he went from The Mask to Dumb and Dumber to
Liar Liar,
to Ace Ventura,
the
1 and 2.
second
Like,
one.
holy freaking crap.
Have you seen the story with the $5 million check he had in his wallet? Mm-hmm. That's just a cool, he wrote himself a $5 million check when he started doing comedy and acting, said he was going to cash it. And he was able to cash it later, just to cash that check.
That was his goal. Like, I'm going to do this. It's on my list. Like, dude, talk about, again, a guy that had a serious run that just dropped off the face of the earth and got weird.
And he was on Saturday Night Live enough to be Fire Marshal Bill a handful of times.
Wasn't that in Living Color?
Oh, you know what? It was in Living Color.
Yeah.
But still,
at the same time, for
Fire
us,
Marshal Bill.
Yeah,
dude.
for our youth, that was the same thing. Like, Fire Marshal Bill might as well have been Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
The way we look back at those clips. Okay. Well, anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed that. I did. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was sweating it all day long.
Yeah, she's sitting here looking at you. You
I know.
Be careful.
She's gonna ask me something.
I was nervous, and she's just listening to this right now. Like at some point in her maybe drive, right? She ain't looking at me.
Is Jana
like,
a good listener? Does she
I think
pay
does
attention
pretty good.
to the podcast?
She's not crazy. It depends. If we talk about sports, I think she turns it off or doesn't. Like she's not into the sports ones, but.
Isn't it amazing how often we get told that?
Yeah.
I'll say that I get told that often by the people that listen, but then I also get the people that do listen. I'm like, yeah, I wish you'd talk about a little bit more of this, man, a little more of the sports stuff. And I'm like, I am really getting torn into different directions.
It's all over the place, man. It's so
But
hard.
that's the point here. That's why we do both.
Yep,
to appeal to
100%
different
right.
audiences.
Well, and I think with baseball being the only thing happening now, we're going to have to.
We got the NBA
eventually.
playoffs.
Well, no, but like it's almost over.
Right.
Yeah. But
You know what I
no,
mean?
dude, it just barely started. The NBA playoffs is like 2.5 months long.
It goes into July.
June. It starts in April, and it's not done until mid-June.
Well, that saves me because I don't want to talk about baseball at all.
Well, I'll tell you right this. By the way the Diamondbacks have been playing, I haven't wanted to talk about baseball either.
And let me just tell you, by the way the T-Wolves have been playing, I think maybe
You might have picked the right team, dude.
I might have picked the right heater right now, dude.
Dude, for a second there, I got real worried because I picked the Pacers, and the very next day they got blown up.
Yeah,
Luckily,
but
they closed it out.
yeah.
They closed it out, so now my Pacers are moving on. I don't have any belief they're going to actually go past anybody, but they're still fun to watch. All right, guys. Well, hope everybody enjoyed this lesson of this section of what is it called, babe?
Manly Feud After Dark.
Manly Feud After Dark.
That's all the time we have today, folks.
Go ahead and close it out for us, babe.
She don't have a saying. You gotta find a saying.
Yeah, you're the game show host. You gotta have something to say.
I just closed it out.
Oh. Okay, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight, folks.
Like fat kids in dodgeball, we're out.
We are out.
The JJ and Pug Show theme song was written, composed, and performed by Lane Hartman. Special thanks to Highland Communities for all the support given to our show. You can find the JJ and Pug Show podcast wherever you do listen to podcasts. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember to share the show with your friends and family and subscribe wherever you do listen. If you're able to, please feel free to support us by sending a donation to us by going to ko-fi.com The JJ and Pug Show. That is ko-fi.com/The JJ and Pug Show. Again, thank you so much to everybody for all the support, whether that is by simply listening, whether that is sharing it with a friend, or giving us that sweet, sweet cash. We truly appreciate it all. Thank you so much.